Hello and welcome to another update video about the silver price. So yeah, I think we have rolled over. Remember we had this descending trend line here on the chart. Silver did not manage to break above it. On this way to the upside, after we hit my reversal area, we did not create a 5-wave impulse. It was only a 3-wave move. Quite a clear 3-wave structure. This could have been a wave 4 here. Yeah, so we could have said that in a breakout scenario you need 5 waves to the upside. So there was a chance. There was a 1, 2, 3, 4 possibly. Okay, but the 5 was missing. We did not push enough and not significantly enough to make this really a wave 5, in my opinion. Not convinced of it. Okay, because we did not go above the wave 3 high. Yes, I know there are truncated waves and everything, but again, they are, if you don't get a proper impulse here in the first wave 1 after such a long correction, it's just not reliable. Okay, so I have to assume at the moment that we are coming down once more, because this is a very clear 3-wave structure to the upside. 1, 2, ABC. There is a scenario in which we could still break out. I'm not convinced, but we could. I mean, if I have to force a 5-wave move into this, yeah, which again would be very forced. So you can't ever, you can never rule something out. But of course, you know, when we do an Elliott wave analysis, we're looking for patterns that match. We look for likely patterns, and this here, if I have to count this as a 5-wave move, I would probably have to count this as a 4 here and then a truncated 5. Okay, so that this would indeed really be a wave 1, and then we're coming down currently in a wave 2, or I would have to force a way into this to count all of this as a 5-wave move, which I looked at it on a lower time frame. I could make work, but it is painful. Yeah, it just feels too forced, and therefore it would never be my first primary scenario. Okay, and then also here it would have to be a wave 1 then to the upside, and all of this then as a wave 2, for example, as an A, B, C, and then we've got a 1, 2 setup. And if this is a breakout scenario, then we have to do it now. We have to move up from here. So have to get above this $20 area to give the signal. Why is that? So in a breakout scenario, and let me move that to the side here. Move that. So in a breakout scenario, this would be an ABC, because I can count the wave down, the wave A I can count impulsively, the wave C I can count impulsively. Okay, so this makes sense, because if the move down is a wave 2, then I have to have the wave A as an impulse and the wave C as well. And the wave B is basically retracing quite strongly, so we've got basically this flat pattern. In a flat pattern, you're always retracing more with the wave B than in a zigzag. So I would have to count this as a 1, this as a 2, and then in the next move we would need to break through the $20 level and move up in a wave 3. Should this work out, I will give you now a target for that. Now I'm not convinced about it. I would give it a 35% probability, I'd say. Yeah, 35, not more. So we'd have to reach the $22 area, the $22 level, the 1.618 extension, maybe just below that, to give more confidence that this is a breakout here. And then I would really, out of this structure, which isn't great for a breakout, yeah, but if it happens, then I would really only believe it when we have the 5 waves filled, and a wave 5 might get all the way up to $23 roughly, maybe even a bit higher, 24. And then when we have the 5 waves filled, I would wait for the larger ABC correction. So there should be something like this coming, because the 5-wave move in yellow is then a wave 1 again, and this will be a wave 2, and then there will be still let's say a moment to enter here, a target area to enter. So this for me does not give a lot of trust. Therefore, I would give a breakout only 35% probability, and then I'd say we come down once more anyway, because it is a wave 1 then, and you always come down in a wave 2. You can never tell you when that's happening, time-wise, but we can basically then say roughly when the impulse will be exhausted, right? By price. Okay, so that's sort of the possible breakout scenario. Again, don't have a lot of trust into this, but we need to observe it. We are in an interesting moment anyway, because a lot of the assets we are observing here, gold, silver, not all of them, but gold, silver, the cryptocurrencies, the stock markets, they have reached a level where they could at any moment reverse and complete their correction, or if we lose these larger target areas, then we'll probably have to look at a really, really long bear market across all asset classes. So it's a really, really important time at the moment, right? So all of these can go up because they have all reached their target areas. Not all of them. So for example, for nat gas, I still expect a further drop. For oil, expect a further drop. But most of them have reached their areas, the cryptocurrencies. So they can reverse to the upside at any time. Of course, it's not guaranteed, and if the market decides to go lower, it will, but they have reached all the minimum requirements to complete their corrections. So it's a very interesting moment now. So there is a potential to go up from here, but I wouldn't give it currently more than 35% probability. On the way down, again as well, it would have to be a 1-2-1-2 setup at the moment down, so that we're already in this third wave, because we have come up a bit too much then, yeah? Here in this move up. So I could count this again within the wave 3 as a 1-2, then 3, 4, and 5, so that we come down even lower. I can give you a target for the yellow wave 3 as well. And again, here we should not retrace much more now, because we basically reached sort of near enough the limits of what you should be able to do in this wave 2. Maybe can push a bit higher, but we've reached the 50% the 50-day moving average. So target here for that wave 3 in yellow would be actually $16. So that shows you how low we can eventually come, right? Because there will be a wave 3 in white as well, and there will be a wave 5 in white. Okay, so that should take us down quite a bit if this is the bearish pattern, and it will be very interesting how this is going to develop here. So generally the target area here reaches or ranges between $13.50 and $17.50. So at the moment, this move up is a 3-wave move, as you can clearly see, so it makes sense. So therefore, I say we could be exhausted here. And also, if you look at the Fibonacci retracement levels that we reached the 61.8 level. Now, the 78.6 in a wave 2 is still very much possible, but then above that, it will get unlikely, and we could again focus a little bit more on the breakout scenario, even though also here the structure is a bit of a mess. So, but I'm in favor of the move down still, because this structure, if this was a breakout structure, it wouldn't give me, at the moment at least not, it wouldn't give me a lot of confidence. Okay, and that's my update about silver, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please also check out my main channel, More Crypto Online. Thank you, bye bye.